It's so nice to meet you, George. I'm Gena. I'm the SVP of Sales over at Captiv8. We're an influencer marketing partner.
Nice to meet you too. George Hammer. I lead luxury marketing for all of Marriott's luxury brands.
I love that. I have to tell you, when we were deciding amongst who was going to take this meeting, I was volunteered because I think they picked me because I'm the bougiest of the group. Yeah, and so I love a luxury hotel.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're going to get along really well.
Okay,
I'm really excited about this. So let's just kind of jump in. At the end, I have a speed round of questions for you, so not to surprise you, but get excited. They're good.
Okay.
But the first question I have is, how do you define luxury in today's global landscape?
Well, when we think about luxury experience for guests, we start with the idea that when a guest has to start thinking, then the luxury experience ends, right? So it should be like seamless and beautiful and a connected experience. But also our mission as part of the luxury group in Marriott is that we believe in the high art of moving people both physically and emotionally. And so in that sense, the luxury experience is more than something tangible that you deliver, it's art. From the design of the hotel, to the design of the experience, to the design of all the touch points that between guests and associates. That making it, trying to elevate to that level, that art creates an emotional connection, but also creates a different value equation in the consumer's minds, right? They're not just paying for a room and a bed, they're having an artful experience.
Yeah.
We look at the luxury experiences as from end to end, from the moment someone starts to be inspired and like where do they want to go, to the post-stay experience with us. We see luxury travelers more as like members, and so for us that's kind of exciting.
Yeah. I love all of the like special touches that you guys do. Honestly, I think it's really about, you're so right, it is about the experience, but it's also about the customer service.
Well, if you think about it, like I'm staying right now at one of our luxury properties, the Hotel du Couvent in Nice, and they knew when I checked in like the type of drink I wanted. And they knew I was trying to get the can quickly, so instead of a long drawn out check-in process, they expedited my process. So just getting to know the person, but not the person every day, because we're different along the time. Sometimes I'm in a hurry, sometimes I want to just relax and enjoy a nice champagne upon check-in. So the luxury experience can't be monolithic. It needs to actually be adaptable. And I think the best luxury companies understand that.
Yeah, I have to tell you, I will always make time for champagne. Hurry or not, that is where I thrive.
Well, I appreciate that about you.
So you guys remember that the next time you come to one of your hotels, okay?
Yes.
I've been really interested in how luxury brands are balancing that timelessness with cultural immediacy, especially across the markets. So how are you thinking about that with Marriott?
Well, luxury is part about the heritage and the story, the DNA of the brand that people connect with, and also that it says something about the person to the world. But it also is a part of your desire and what you want your life to be and your experience, your lifestyle. But we can't just stay connected. We can't just rely only on our heritage and our brand story. The brand's stories evolve. I mean, even Marriott as a company started out selling root beer, then became a food service company, and then became a hotelier, and continues to evolve. What we do is we either buy or build new brands. And now we're into yachting and other aspects of the experience. So I think we got to evolve the offerings as cultural demands for tented camps and lodges and safaris and yachts expand. So there's the product evolution. Then there's the brand evolution, which we need to evolve how we look and how we act. And actually just today, I'm proud that one of our Ritz-Carlton activations, which is a partnership with Late Checkout, was shortlisted for a Cannes Award. For Luxury Lions, and that was partnering with a younger Spanish luxury goods company, right, an apparel company, to build this thing that at first it was kind of like, we're a much larger brand, like they're not as well known, but that they're culturally relevant. They're on a tip of understanding people and fashion right now, and so we together help build and craft a great story for consumers and social, a great line of apparel that you can buy. And so I think cultural relevance is actually the new currency for luxury. So I don't see these things as different. It's just brands always have to evolve. Brands need to stay connected with culture. Otherwise you become just a legacy brand and not a legendary brand. And I think we all want to be iconic, legendary brands. And so I think that's the difference.
I love that you guys are doing that, because I do think sometimes when you think about legacy brands like a Ritz-Carlton, it could feel a little stuffy, right? So I love that you're taking chances like that and you're doing big things in the industry. I think that's great.
Well, if you're around for a long time, some people may have that impression, and then they go to see and experience a new Ritz-Carlton experience, and then they have a totally different impression, right? And so our job is to be in front of people, win the next generation of consumers, but the people who maybe have stayed with us 5, 10 years ago, 50 years ago, when they're looking now to maybe go on a yacht excursion, or we're opening up our first Ritz-Carlton tented camp and lodge in Africa, it's like, sorry.
I saw that.
So
that looked amazing.
Right. So these are new opportunities that bring people into the world of Ritz-Carlton again and experience it. So I think our brands always have to be innovating. One way we do that is to stay connected to the community too. So Ritz-Carlton with its community footprints, with its supporting our associates and how they engage and participate and contribute to the community. I think staying not this just global brand in some like global ivory tower, but actually being connected to the community and to individuals really helps us stay relevant and evolve and listen to where the future of travel is going.
Mm-hmm. So one thing I've seen a lot actually across marketing these days, as well as here at Cannes, is how brands are rethinking this idea of loyalty, right? So it's not just the points. Although I am a Bonvoy member, I will tell you, I paid for an entire villa in Palm Beach for a friend's birthday on my points. So
thank you for your loyalty.
You are so welcome.
Yeah.
So I imagine that building those deeper connections is relevant with the audience. So outside of the loyalty program, how do you do that?
Well, I think with luxury, many luxury brands don't have loyalty programs per se at all, but they still have loyalty.
Yes.
Loyalty is an emotion and a connection between a brand and a person. So I think you should in luxury, definitely start there first. So when we think about loyalty, we don't think about a points program and how we're going to help people maximize their return on stay. We think about how we maximize their return on our relationship. And so we think about stronger, better experiences. And that loyalty is built on the first time you check in to the time you leave. So we really focus on our customer experience on the hotel. That then we have really high NPS scores and repeat scores because that is loyalty. And then if you layer on a technology to help connect people and see their information and check in, but there are a lot of great brands. You can go to like right here in the Crusade, right? Like LVMH, every time you buy a purse, you don't get more points.
Yes.
So we start with the emotion.
Oh, I know, trust me.
We start with the emotion and connection. Our data will lead to better personalization experience, more time with the associate to talk to you individually, more human interaction. So I really believe, back to that, move people physically and emotionally, data, loyalty programs, all those things will be the behind the curtain things that happen to make a better emotional journey for you on your stay.
I'd love your take on where you see the white space, either creatively or strategically, for luxury hospitality over like the next year.
Oh, well, I could tell you where we're going, but then it won't be
a surprise.
It won't be a surprise for next year, right?
Who's going to watch this?
And we want to have some fresh, tougher content in for campaigns. But I think luxury, brands still have to be rooted in their DNA, have to be authentic, and all those things everyone says here, right?
Sure.
And so you have to stay true to who you are, but you have to also keep it fresh and surprising. So I think when you see our late checkout Ritz-Carlton work that was shortlisted, I would think that that's surprising coming from Ritz-Carlton. You would say that's entertaining, and you would say that's kind of funny.
I love that.
And that is not something you hear from a lot of luxury brands typically. And so I would say that we're kind of onto something with that, and maybe we'll continue to experiment.
I cannot wait to see it.
Yes.
Okay, speed round, ready?
Yes. Yes.
First luxury hotel you ever stayed at?
It was my first job out of college, and I was living in Chicago, flying to New York, New York. I was just walked in, I was like, I can't believe I'm even allowed to stay here.
Was it the one in Union Square?
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah,
I stay there all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good one. Okay, I know your answer to this one now, actually, because you just sort of spoke about it, but do you believe checkout time should be 11 a.m.?
It should be whatever you need it to be.
I agree.
But we have to run a business.
This is true.
So I think we have to have compromise, and we'll see how it goes.
Yep. City or beach?
Beach. I live in New York City, so I prefer to get out.
Well, you're in the right spot for it. Favorite thread count? Do you have one?
You know, I actually, depending upon the environment, I like diverse threads too, right? So hot, you might change up the type of sheets you're into and stuff. So for me, I'm really into texture and feel. So it kind of, I'm always surprised when I get into a bed and you're like, oh, they really thought through sleep, right? Because you're in there to sleep too. Yes. And so you want to make sure every little thing, and that's why I love about our company. One of the first days I went to headquarters, I go to our head of operations office, and in there are like towels and sheets and everything. He's like, here, feel this and feel this. Does this feel like Ritz-Carlton? Like this. Like we're doing blind field tests. And I was like, I love that attention to detail.
Yes, next time you do that, please call me. I will happily help you with that. Okay, last question.
Yes.
It's a trick one.
Okay.
St. Regis or Four Seasons?
Oh, I am a St. Regis. Of all of our luxury brands, I love St. Regis for that classic Downton Abbey type of experience. But actually, a lot of people don't know about St. Regis is that there's more St. Regis's now resorts than city hotels. Yeah. So it's becoming like a beach destination getaway. And our newest one in Cap Cana, Dominican Republic, is like is amazing. So I would say they're both great brands and great heritage. But obviously, for me, St. Regis is actually my favorite luxury brand of all of the luxury hotels.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was so nice to meet you. I think
nice
that's all of our time.
Nice meeting you. Thank you for the time.